What's up, garden nerds? Today I'm here in this front yard fixing this tree. As you can tell, it is not the nicest looking tree. It's not the most alive tree. This is a velvet ash. It's here in my brother's house. It has been struggling. I drove by his house the other day and I said, I have to fix that tree. There are a number of things wrong with it. It's not being watered properly. There's grass growing all up against it. There's rocks up against it. Lots of things. Hasn't been fed. So today I am going to fix all of those things. I'm going to show you what I do. And then hopefully here in just a month or so, we can see an improvement. So if you're ready, let's get started. So as you can see here, there's some green, there's some dead. It's about 50-50, right? So that's what I want to fix. Let's look at the things that we're going to fix. First of all, it is here. It is covered in grass. It is covered in these rocks, right? I can't see the root flare. I'm gonna dig all of this out. I'm gonna remove all this rock. I'm going to create a well, make a nicer well, and then I'm going to feed it. Look over here. I have some compost from Arizona Worm Farm, and I have their Nutrient Plus, which is awesome, from Arizona Worm Farm as well. So I'm going to feed it. So I'm going to do all of these things, and then we'll see what happens. So let me get to work. All right, so I got my nephew here, Colt, helping me. He's a mini garden nerd, but we are slowly getting this grass out. I dug the grass out because I wanted to get it out by the roots. Even though I know we're gonna fight it, we'll put some mulch on here, but the more I can get out now, the better. So pulling the rocks back, getting the grass out, and then starting to make a berm. And then we're gonna come in here and make sure that we can see an exposed root flare, that it's clean, and free and not covered in soil. These two stakes on either side, we're gonna leave, but this one right here, we're gonna remove because it's super close here to the trunk. So we're gonna keep working. We'll keep you up to date. Okay, so you can see we have a root flare right there. That has to be exposed, guys. We have to see the root flare. It's part of the reason this tree doesn't look so good. Hasn't been fed, hasn't been watered, and the root flare has been buried. So I'm still working here, still building that berm. I'll keep working. We're getting closer. Additionally, I'm finding a lot of this weed barrier stuff, which is not good. Soil, nutrients, other things can't or don't like to get through this stuff. It just blocks everything. Take this out. No good. Okay, we're quickly running out of daylight, but here's what we have. everything pulled back. We have this berm, which we're about to wet down and make compact. Look at all these roots. We may have some problem roots, like right here with the girdling. There's root flare. I'm not gonna mess with this right now. I'm gonna see how the tree reacts. May do some more root pruning come winter when the tree goes deciduous. But right now, we are going to make this berm nice and compact with some water, and then we're gonna feed it, and then we're gonna put a hose on it for a very long time on a slow trickle, probably for a day or two, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna trim any of this dead stuff off right now. I'm gonna let it be. Before we run out of daylight, let's get going. All right, we got that berm done. Now we have a nice berm that's as wide as the canopy. When I have more time, I'll come back here and I'm going to widen the canopy even more, and I'm gonna add mulch. But for now, I just wanted to get this done. Berm is done, roots are dug out, we can see root flares, and now we are going to put down the compost and the Nutrient Plus from Arizona Worm Farm. Put the hose on it, we'll see what happens. So this stuff you can dilute, or you can just throw it on the whole thing, concentrate. That's what I'm gonna do because this tree really needs it. So I'm just gonna dump a couple cups on it, 2-3 cups, and then do the compost. One thing we don't want to, we just uncovered the root flare. We don't want to cover it back up, but we also want to feed on the outside of the tree canopy. That's where all the feeder roots are. Done with that, and now we're gonna do compost. Only do it about 2 to 3 inches of compost because, again, I'm not trying to cover up the roots or volcano it against the truck. All right, guys, so here's what we have. Soon there will be mulch. Soon I'll make the berm wider. I'll give you an update when I do that, but roots are exposed, grass is gone, weed barrier is gone. We fed it with Nutrient Plus. We've added compost. We've created a berm. Now we're gonna water it all in, and then we're going to set the hose on a slow trickle for like 24 to 48 hours. Probably gonna tell them 48 hours. And then we're gonna do that weekly for the next few weeks, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date. But right now we're just trying to give it long, slow drinks. It has that exposed root flare now. It's been fed. Only time will tell, but I'm hoping we can save the ash tree. Okay, so here we go. And actually this hose, I can't get to go at a very, very slow drip. You can see how it's coming out pretty fast there. So definitely not gonna do 48 hours now. Probably we'll just do overnight. Give this well a nice, good soaking. Whenever I talk about watering, some people have all these questions. Really, all we're trying to do is mimic flood irrigation. If you live in Arizona, you know people that have flood irrigation. Every 2 weeks it comes through and it just completely floods with tons of water. What this does is the water penetrates very deeply into the ground, and it encourages roots to go deep into the ground. Roots are happier deep in the ground. It's cooler down there, more moisture is down there. And also by watering like this, you're flushing out salts. We have lots of salt in our soil. By watering like this, we're flushing out the salts, which trees, roots don't like. Side note, that's why we don't fertilize with synthetic fertilizer, because what that is by definition is salts. So we don't add more salt to our soil. So this is why we're watering this way. Once this tree is established, we can easily get away with watering like this, even in the middle of summer, once every 2 weeks. In the winter, nothing really at all. So here we are, gonna clean up, and I'll give you guys an update in a few weeks.